All right, so this is the turn here where generally I would usually go this way to go home. This is actually the Mackenzie River. There's a natural area here. You can go back and fish through there. I'm going to try and show you as much of everything as I can, considering I am driving, so I'm not paying attention to the camera itself. You guys are going to have to just bear with me. As I said, the timber industry is huge, and here on your left you'll see a mill that makes different types of plywood and planed lumber. And we've got the river here we're going to cross over. And back. Now we are at the foot of the valley itself. So as we come through here, it'll curve here out to the left and change direction completely. But you'll notice how we're riding in this valley between all of these cool hills here. Some really expensive homes right there. But this is what it's like for me to drive out to the farm. You'll see there's elk warning for the next 3 miles. This is a natural area, and there's a herd of about 75 or more elk up in these hills here on your right. And down on the lower end here on your left, sometimes they'll run across the road over here to get from one side or another. But see how everything's all a little bit unkempt, you know, just cleared a little bit. Well, that's because this is all sort of a refuge. And in fact, we're going to hit a point here on the right and left where you'll see fences, and it's all open area because it's all protected wildlife refuge that this family who owns it decided to essentially give it back. So it's all cordoned off, and it has its own area where nothing gets changed. So all out here, all of this here, all this is protected now. And you can see there's a sign out there in the middle that we're gonna fly by, but it says conservation area. And with logging, you know, you have to weigh trucks a lot. So this is actually a scale, and this scale is full of all the debris from the last storm, if that gives you a general idea of what kind of downed trees and timber we deal with here. Look out here to the right. Look at this beautiful cloud scene over the top of this ridge. Oh, how beautiful. I live in a gorgeous place. This is the other side of the road. It's pretty beautiful. And of course, as is Oregon, all of the roads are pretty windy because they follow the river. So at any given time, you'll have the river on the right or the left of you. We're actually going to go through an area that is part of a country club. Look at, you can see the wedge where the clear cut happened on the top of that ridge right there. Looks like a chunk, like a haircut taken out right there. And then that immediately gets replanted, and in 10, 14 years, they'll have more timber there. It's crazy, the clear cuts. They look strange, but you know, they're actually pretty healthy for the trees themselves, because the trees are getting cleared out and reset. There's not a lot of need within 10 to 14 years for big controlled burns or or you know, having a giant fire, but it's always a threat here anyways, because this is just timber country, plain and simple. There's trees everywhere, and we get lightning and storms and electrical poles that go down and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, this is my Oregon here. See, here's the golf course. And on one of the holes around this corner here, you can't really see it from the roadside, but you actually hit your ball over the river itself, and then you have to walk over a bridge to get to the other side. And we golfed this many times, many times. I love it when we get past this turn here, it all kind of opens up a bit more because you got a big space before the next foothill. I love that. I love the way that looks. Look at that. That's Oregon, baby. So we are heading out to my wife's family's farm. We're almost there. You can see it's good farmland here. A lot of times when you see a lot of this grass, it's either for livestock or it's for grass seed, because we are essentially the world capital of grass seed. So it's like grass is like a weed here. No matter what, you're gonna have grass, and you don't always want grass everywhere, but it blows around in the wind here, so you're gonna get it, whether you like it or not. All right, we're gonna pass by a military preparation school, essentially a ROTC school, here in the middle of BFE, Oregon. And we're also gonna pass by a really cool farm. It's owned by friends of ours that we go to church with, the Mosers. Neat looking farm here. Goes way back there. And then there's the little Mohawk River here we're about to cross. And this is just a little tiny thing, you'll see. But there actually is trout in here. They're few and far between, but they get down here. This is all a floodplain here, folks. When that little tiny little river overflows, it fills this entire level area out all the way. This house, you can see they built it on an extended foundation because of the water levels. Our properties, which is this and the one I'm driving up to, they're joined by this Doug fir tree line right here. That all gets flooded. This basement used to get flooded, so we have to be very careful, and we have to watch it very carefully. And here we are, we're cruising into the family farm. There's kids everywhere. There's always something going on. So we be very careful here. We just built this greenhouse. And I need my little man to get out of the way here. Move back, Sebastian. My lovely nephew, Isaac. All right, guys, I'm here. I'm gonna give you a little bit later.